What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jamil from Mechanics Guild. Getting ready to head to work. Today I'm going to take you with me so you can see what it is that I do and how I do it. Let's go. Alright guys, we just arrived here at work and now we're going to head on in, get changed into our jumpsuit, and we're going to spend a little bit of time in my toolbox getting organized. Got some new socket rails, want to throw some sockets up on the rails, and we'll go from there. Alright y'all, we here, Kirk Reynolds, Union City, live and direct. We just finished our huddle, got our instructions for the day. So basically the huddle is everybody gets assigned to a bucket or to a certain responsibility for the day. Me, I got put into the B bucket. And just so you can get a look at what the buckets look like, you got A bucket there, B bucket, and C bucket over there. So B bucket is basically the bucket for PMs, minor repairs, inspections, things of that nature. So we do DOTs, CHP inspections, scissor lift boom inspections, oil changes, and little minor repairs, nothing big. If it's a bigger repair, we end up bouncing it over to the C bucket for the diagnostic. That's where we do our diagnostic, the C bucket. And what you see over there is triage. This is the triage area. Equipment comes in off the trucks and then gets put over here in the triage. The triage guy will take a look at the unit, do a quick function test, see what it needs, fuel it up at the fueling station here, and then we'll determine where that unit should go as far as the bucket. So he'll go and look and see if it's due for an inspection, due for a PM, due for a DOT, CHP, or if it has any major issues, or if it just needs a quick function check, which is an A service, and he'll put it in the appropriate bucket. All right, so over here we have our aerial equipment, electric aerial equipment, our scissor lifts, and our electric booms. And then over here we got our generators and light towers, and we also have a mud vac, and we also have our signs, our road signs, mini excavators, bigger excavators over here, our skid steers. And I'll take you inside here a little bit so you can see our telehandlers that we have. Small telehandlers all the way up to big, plus we got the wheel loaders here. And then as you can see, we got the boom lifts. These are the diesel powered boom lifts. They have all the way up to 185 feet. Definitely scary to get into, I'll tell you that. Here we have our wash rack. This is where we get everything clean. What's up, bro? You two said what's up. They want to see where we work at. And then we got our truck line over here. A whole fleet of light duty to heavy duty trucks. And then over here we have our forklifts. These are regular gasoline and propane powered forklifts. Last but not least, we have the deadline. This is where equipment comes when we've already diagnosed it and we have to order parts and we're just waiting on the parts to arrive, or we may have diagnosed it and it may need further diagnosis. So these equipments here will get diagnosed and repaired and then put back into service once the repairs are complete. Here in Bay 14 is where I call home. This is where I do most of my work right here. As you see, I got a couple toolboxes set up here, ready to get busy. Oh yeah. Boom. The toolbox widget, definitely a must have. Get your wrenches organized inside the toolbox so they don't take up as much space. I gotta get more of those. Then I got the Mechanics Time Saver socket rails up here. Alright guys, so first assignment of the day. There was a complaint that this unit here did not have a working e-brake. But I went and tested it out and everything works good on it, so I'm not sure what the mechanic thought about this unit. I tried to find him and ask him about it, but I don't know where he is, so there's really not a whole lot to see on this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and pass this one forward and move on to the next one. Alright guys, so there wasn't a whole lot to do on that forklift because I didn't find anything wrong. So right now I'm over in the wash rack. The normal guy who usually washes the equipment is not here today, so we gotta wash our own equipment today. Here we go.
Oh, thank you, bro. You're so kind.
Oh, no problem. Anytime. They just asked me to grab this dump truck here and this trailer that's attached to it. Both are due for a CHP inspection, so we're gonna go ahead and grab it. We'll see where we can fit it. Maybe I won't even bring this to my bay. I'll just do this out in the field somewhere, because this is gonna obviously take up a lot of room, and I don't have a whole lot of room over there, so we'll have to figure something out. Okay, so basically that's what broke off right there when we jackknife. So we're just gonna need to go and get another one of those and put it right there, and we'll be good, back in business. Alright guys, so after taking a look in the computer for what this truck is due for, it turns out that this truck is actually due for a PM as well as the CHP inspection. So we're going to do everything on this truck. We're going to do the PM service, we're going to fix that glide hand receiver, and we're going to do the CHP inspection. Here's a quick shot of the engine. It's a Cummins. Let's take a look from the other side. There we go. So we'll go ahead and I've already opened my work orders, and I'm gonna go get the parts and get ready to knock out this PM on this unit. Alright guys, so it's gonna take us a quick little peek underneath the truck here. Just so we can locate our filters. Okay, I think that's our oil filter right there. And then here, this looks like that's our fuel filter. Yeah, I think that's our fuel filter. There. Okay, so fuel filter, oil filter. That's a pretty big oil filter. Here's our drain plug for the oil. We can do it either from there or from the side, whichever we prefer. It's a lot of oil in there, so we're gonna drop all that stuff out. always a good thing to put on gloves, man. I cut my hand earlier today. Had to put on a band-aid. It was bleeding pretty bad. And all I did was open the latch right here for the hood. I wasn't really like wrenching or anything, so a lot of people think, you know, you only have to wear gloves when you're wrenching, but to be honest, it's really safe to really, anytime you're touching this equipment, you know, have some gloves on, man, because it's too easy to get cut, to get hurt, to get your hands smashed somewhere. And as a mechanic, you need your hands. You know, your hands, that's what you work with, so you need to protect your hands at all costs. Do is oil draining while I go and get my parts, so you can kill two birds with one stone. Go ahead and get the oil drained out, and then go to the parts department, look up the parts that we need, and come back and swap out the filters. Now this right here is a little tricky because I love this ratchet already. This locking flex head from Matco. It's nice, man. It's like my favorite ratchet now. Now we don't know where this is gonna shoot down. It's gonna come straight down, or I mean, should come straight down, but just kind of want to do it a little slow. There we go. Okay, we got the oil draining. Yup. That oil is coming out pretty fast, so give it a moment to drain down in there. So we got our new Glad hand receiver here, and we're just gonna install it like so. If I can get that thing to catch, there we go. Okay, get my wrench and turn it the rest of the way. I don't know which size it is, but let's try this 24. See if that's big enough. Turn it back a little bit. right.
Standby is on the phone.
So now we're just waiting on our parts, our filters and everything, and then we'll be ready to go ahead and get those changed out. Put some new oil in it and test it out. Alright, so we're still waiting on our filters here, so in the meantime we can go ahead and just check some other stuff on the unit. Power steering fluid's good. Totally free. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Okay, so I grabbed it loose enough to where we can go ahead and just turn it by hand now. And that's when I'll move this thing back under so I can catch any oil that happens to so far no oil is coming down. Just want nice and slow. Okay. Got the oil filter out without making a huge mess. Alright, so I'll just grab the new filter. Now what I like to do is I like to Right, the gate. Just want to write the date and the mileage of the unit on the oil filter so that somebody can easily look at it, tell when the last PM service was done. So today is 12, 7:35. Just like that. One thing you want to be real careful with when you do a PM on a truck or any vehicle for that matter is that you do not want to double gasket the filter. And what that means is sometimes when you take the filter off, the old gasket will still be on there. And there's two gaskets. And the new filter won't seat properly, and you'll have oil coming out when you turn on the vehicle. Oh, you start shooting out everywhere. It's happened to me before, that's how I know. And I ended up having to clean up oil for hours. Got all over the ground. So you don't want to make that kind of mistake. Alright, so we got the oil filter in. Let's see. And she gave us the fuel water separator, which I don't really think we need to replace the fuel water separator. Well, we can. Oh well, might as well just since we got it. I gotta go and empty out my oil pan. Alright, so we'll go ahead and change out our fuel water separator here. We already have the cable, the little connector disconnected. We'll grab our strap wrench. Ouch, hit my head on the damn thing, man. Damn. Alright. wrong way, man. Okay. So we got all the fuel out, or at least most of it. Grab us some towel, because I know there's going to be more fuel coming out of here. Alright, so we got the fuel water separator put together. And we will go ahead and do the same thing on this one. We'll just put the date and amount of miles that are on this unit. We'll go ahead and write it on to the fuel water separator. So it's 1280, 10, 6, 7. Alright, and we want to, before we put this filter on, we'll want to go to the fuel island, fill it up with diesel, and then install it. Alright, so we got our fuel filter with some diesel in there, and we'll just go ahead and install it. And the reason why we put diesel in the fuel filter before we install it is to make it easier to purge the air, the pockets of air out of the fuel system, which will enable an easier time starting the vehicle. Alright. Now we'll reconnect our sensor. Alright. Let's grab some rags. So now we'll just go ahead and clean off the filter a little bit. That way if we have any kind of leaks, it'll be easy to tell if anything is leaking, because everything will be nice and dry for the most part. Alright, so now we can proceed with putting oil in the engine. Okay, so we know from previous experience, and also based on the oil pan that we use to drain the oil out, that this engine holds about 16 quarts. So right now, our gun, it says, well, you probably can't see it, but 764 is where we are right now. So we're going to look for it to, we're going to look to put it up to 780, which will equal 16 quarts. Alright, so we stopped it right there, about 7657. I actually misread the gauge on here. So we were at 7641, 16 plus, 7641 plus 16 would be 7657. So we now have 17 or 16 quarts in the engine right now. We're going to go ahead and check it, start it up, and check the oil level again. Let's take a look at our oil level. Might need to add a little more. I'm not sure if you can see that, but yeah, looks like we need to add a little bit more. But we're gonna start it up first. Hopefully it'll start right up. quick. All right. A bit better. There we go. All right, started right up. Give it 10 seconds. Everything still feels dry there. Sorry, rag it. All right, yeah, so we still have to add some more oil in there, just like we thought. So So I think we should be good with 2 more quarts of oil. Let's check it. Still seems kind of low. Alright, so a little more. Just a little more. Maybe about 1 more quart. Oh yeah. Let's give it a moment.
That bumper wasn't there? You know, when you got that.
Yeah, I know. Hey.
You live right now?
Yeah. bit more. We should be good with one more quart. Okay, and that's about right where we want it, right there. Yeah, my friend was saying just a minute ago how this is the most uncomfortable oil change ever, and he's right, because look, you gotta climb all the way up on this thing with the stairs, you know, and reach and all this stuff. So yeah, it's really uncomfortable, but what I do like is that I don't have to drive it up on any ramps to get underneath it. Now, whoever says Harbor Freight tools aren't good for professional use, well, I'm using it. I would recommend everything from Harbor Freight, but I really do like this this 1/2" flex head ratchet with the comfort grip. It's been doing pretty well. It's been holding up pretty well. Got, you know, get a lot of leverage on it, and you know, it's a cheap tool, so you can, you know, you don't really feel bad if you gotta abuse it. You always want to have some tools that you can abuse. I always want to have something in your toolbox that you can afford to abuse it to get the job done. If necessary. And I try to be in the habit of putting tools back when I'm done using them, that way I don't lose them or leave them on the unit, which I have done before. I've left pry bars, you know, and all kind of stuff on units. You know, and you know that later on you're needing that tool, and you don't even remember when you know where you had it last, and then somebody finds it on a unit. You know, so it's always a good idea to put your tools away as soon as you're done using them, or at least have a place where you can, that you put it away and you can find it easily. These tools can and do get lost, and you definitely don't want that to happen with any of your expensive tools. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start it up again. Let it run, check for leaks, make sure everything is nice and tight. do is just go ahead and grease it wherever it looks like it might need a little bit of grease. It looks pretty well greased for the most part already, so I don't think we're gonna need to grease it too much here. Good, looking good. Okay, so we got that area greased down there. Looks like there's grease there already, grease there already. So we're not gonna waste time greasing those areas. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more greasing spots at the rear. Alright, here we go. So we got we got to do it on both sides. Got it up on the safety props. look down in here. Real easy to get up in here now with the bed in the air. We can even see that there are a few more grease spots that we need to hit. There. So we'll go ahead and hit those grease spots. Alright guys, so I actually just came back from lunch and we are gonna finish up our PM service on this truck. Yeah, so we're just gonna grease it and we should be done as far as the PM is concerned. Damn, this thing is slippery in my hands, man. Okay, so we see the grease cracking. Okay, so let's see, I think we got one more right there. Damn, looks like we're out of grease. Alright, so we got our grease cartridge replaced, and we can go ahead and finish here with a grease job. And at least with the oh wait, there was that back one back there. That's the one that we need to do. Oops. Shit. Alright, there we go. We got it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and just start with our CHP checks. We want to check to see if any kind of fluid or water is going to come out. Okay. Not really seeing any fluid come out. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, for CHP, basically gonna take a look, do an overall inspection of the unit, make sure there are no leaks, no air leaks, no fluid leaks. We also want to test how long it takes for the air to build up in the brake system. So I just put and drain the air. You see right now it says low air. And you can hear that audible beeping sound. I just want to see if it, how long it takes to build air pressure. And we've already built air pressure back up again. Already back to almost close to 100 psi. This is your primary. The top gauge is your primary, and the bottom one is your secondary air tank. heard that blow off sound as we reached about 140, somewhere around 130 psi. We heard the audible blow off sound from the air system. Okay, so that's one thing we're checking for. The other thing we check for is the presence of a fire extinguisher. And we should also have triangles. Triangles. Our triangle kit here. Now technically they want this bolted down, so we'll have to bolt that down securely in the cab. The other thing we want to look at are the mirrors. We want to make sure all the mirrors are in good working condition. All the mirrors, we want to make sure that the lights all work, and the windshield wipers all work. Let's see. Let's check our lights. Pretty well. Let's take a look at our running lights, rear lights, or the condition of our mud flaps, running lights, all the way around. Check our blinkers. So checking the other blinkers now. Rear lights work. We need to check our brake lights. Our brake and reverse lights, and the way that we do that is with this little gadget here. Okay, so that's our chalk. So first we'll check our brake lights. Oops, blinker's still going, hold on. Alright, so brake lights work. So we also want to check our reverse lights. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, and our reverse lights work. Alright, so we've checked the lights completely. Let's check our tires and our lugs. Now here, what we like to do is use cross check to once we torque the lugs, we use cross check to, you know, check to see if any of these have been broken, if the lugs have slipped at all. Okay, we can easily just do a visual of the tires and tell that we are within the legal limit. And there's a little tool that you can use for that as well, which I have, but it's obvious here that we are within the limit. Check the lugs down here. There. And one more. Okay, and we're good there. Let's see, let's go ahead and turn our lights off. Okay, and I like to just kind of listen for any sound of a leak. Usually a hissing sound. Okay, and I don't hear anything. No, don't hear anything. Just want to look for any kind of signs of leakage of fluids. And it's as dry as a bone. Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and let the bed down now. Oh, I want to check the battery for corrosion. Looks pretty good. Don't see any signs of corrosion back there. Let's get our other light so we can get a better look. That looks good under there. So as you can see, CHP DOT check is very similar to a regular A service, except that there's also some paperwork involved that we have to fill out. Go ahead and bring it down. Trying to lift it earlier. Yeah, okay, there we got it. We got it to close. So, I think we should go ahead and get some IC decals. Place the IC on this. Well, I don't know if we have to, but probably should. Definitely want to replace that decal there. And we still have to bolt down the triangles. Still have to bolt down the triangles. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get one of those truck checklists. Alright guys, so I got this truck branch checklist here I gotta fill out for the vehicle. All right, guys. So pretty much finished. Took me a little while to finish everything that needed to be done on the truck. Changed some decals on it. As you can see, you got the new Herc decal. Spray painted over the IC. Put IC decal. Scraped whatever that weird stuff was that was on the side. Got rid of whatever decal that was that the customer had put on there. Fixed the holes in the seats, patched that up, cleaned inside. I bolted down the triangles, checked the fire extinguisher. Now I just gotta, I put the PM decal there. Gotta put out this tag. $46,752.
Just kidding, never mind.
752 once 400 06 6006. Okay, and I just got one more thing I gotta do is I need to put DEF fluid. So we're gonna have to do that and get it over to the wash rack. All right, guys. So it is pretty much the end of the day now, and time to clean up. I spent the rest of the day doing my toolbox inventory, which we have to complete every year, so that we make sure that our tools are inventoried and insured. So I had to do that, just a bunch of paperwork. I didn't want to record any of that, but I did get the truck done. Didn't have time to wash it because I had to get the inventory done by today, and I had a lot of stuff that I had bought in 2019, so it took me a couple hours to inventory all of my new tools that I got this year. So I'm gonna go ahead and get cleaned up and get ready to head on home. See you later. All right, y'all, and it is now time to go home. Officially the end of the day, and we are out of here. If you like this video, make sure you share it, like, and subscribe for more updates, and we'll see you soon. Keep wrenching. Mechanics Guild.